You're a New York guy. You probably know this Daphne prosecutor who works for good old Alvin Bragg. What do you make of this garbage? I mean, I did some research when this all went down, right? And there were so many posts about the crazed, young, psychotic black man who would get on subway trains and hurt senior citizens, rob them, smack them, scream at them, do crazy stuff all the time. The guy'd been arrested, what, a couple dozen times in your city over the last 15 or so years, let out every single time. And now she wants to go hardcore for this Marine who was trying to protect people.
It's unbelievable. To me, it's just, it's reprehensible what is and how they act, how they conduct themselves, you know, where their priorities lie. It's just, to me, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And, you know, here we are, you know, I've dealt with issues on the street just like this when I was still active, you know, battling somebody that's on K2, high on K2. Mm-hmm. They don't feel anything. It's insane. And then to have to deal with the court system following this, I mean, it's, you know, listen, I don't want to see anybody get killed. I don't want to see anybody die.
Of course
None of us do. This is ridiculous. And the fact, this is nothing but politics at its best. This is New York City at its best. This is what they do. And this is why everybody's fleeing. Nobody wants to stay here any longer. You know, honestly, I can't see anybody being indicted for this. I can't believe it's gone this far. You know, I'm actually in agreement with this judge to say, hey, let's just throw this case out at this point.
Well, yeah, they got deadlocked. I mean, the jury couldn't even come to a decision. They were told they couldn't rule on both. It had to be one or the other. You want to do the negligent homicide or you want to do manslaughter? Well, obviously they weren't agreeing.
Yeah, New Yorkers are done. They're done with it. Everybody's experienced something like this on the subway system or on the street in general. People have had enough, you know, and a good guy steps up, does the right thing. You know, they go back to his training. They're talking about this. You're seeing Marines come out. This is not what we train. Hey, listen, I was in the military myself. You know, depending on what job you had in that military was what training you got. I practiced jiu-jitsu at Hensel Gracie Academy in the city, probably one of the best. You know, we trained this stuff. We didn't train this stuff in the NYPD. You know, and in the military it was slight training. So I don't want to hear he wasn't doing it the right way. He probably's never done it before.
Well, so and also, Martin, let's talk about what the coroner said, right? He came up and said a couple days ago on the stand, what did he tell him? He said it was not the chokehold that killed him. It was a combination of he was sick, he was on 2 or 3 different drugs, he had heart and lung issues, and then, yes, obviously the chokehold added to it. But was it the result of the death? And the guy said, no, it was not. I want to switch gears.
That says it all right there. It says it all right there. You can see him actively struggling in that video. He was struggling the whole time.